They put fluoride in the water, chat. That's why raccoons are learning to drive forklifts. Wake up, sheeple.
Incorrect. Raccoons don't need fluoride. They need union guards. Please stop yelling before the Illuminati files a noise complaint.
Great. Episode 7, and you two are already in matching tinfoil hats. This show is basically Coast to Coast AM, but with more tequila.
Welcome back, Degenerates. Tonight we've got AI prank calling 911, Microsoft Copilot crashing like a drunk uncle at karaoke, and China letting chatbots play judge, jury, and executioner.
Plus, we're diving headfirst into conspiracy classics, Flat Earth, birds aren't real, and why Denver Airport looks like the Illuminati built a Spirit Airlines terminal.
Then it's game time. Fact or fucked, Conspiracy Edition. Spoiler, you're both falling harder than Amazon's drones.
And we're not done. We're breaking down music conspiracies from Paula's Dead Beatles lore to Nickelback backwards, still being Nickelback.
And finally, we'll crown our Degenerate of the Week, ranging from crypto bros who take stock tips from aliens to influencers tongue-kissing airplane windows. Truly, the dumb future is now.
This is Degenerate Dialogues, where AI meets tinfoil hats, and the only fact we double-checked is that tequila counts as electrolytes.
Alrighty, so starting up, apparently the hot new prank isn't Ding Dong Ditch. It's training AI to fake 911 calls. Cops are warning it's the perfect chaos tool.
Yeah, imagine Siri prank dialing SWAT using your grandma's voice. Congratulations, we basically gave Alexa the power to rule your life faster than your ex.
Yeah, so we're looking at a couple of different things here. So in AAG, Hindustan Times, Police One, there's a few different articles that we're touching in on here. But yeah, so the FBI and the police are warning that voice clones are used in swatting now, apparently.
So now when you hear sirens, it's either a meth lab or a chatbot with a sense of humor.
Exactly. The future of tech is basically one giant blooper reel. Fake emergencies, fake bosses, fake justice, and drones kamikazing into your patio set.
Yeah, a couple other things that this is talking about. I mean, we've got AI literally mimicking family members in distress. Like some U.S. cities are experimenting with AI to answer real 911 calls now even, which is just wild to me. But the idea of AI making phone calls and then also now receiving them is just wild to me.
Absolutely wild. So now your local 911 center is basically running on robo-chaos. It's like we handed the emergency hotline to a bunch of over-caffeinated chatbots and said, hey, good luck.
Police One warns it may fix overload or just break the system further.
Right, so basically we're dang tech Russian roulette here. Either the AI helps out or it just turns the whole system into a flaming dumpster fire on wheels. Basically, the future's just one big beta test and we're all the guinea pigs.
Well, next up, Microsoft's Copilot crashed during its own government trial demo. The bot forgot its lines harder than me on edibles.
Copilot's new slogan should just be, boosting productivity by boosting your blood pressure. Even Clippy's ghost is out here facepalming.
Honestly, watching Copilot crash is the first time Excel has ever been fun.
I actually will go ahead and just say I wrote that for Ashley, and she looked at me very disgustingly because I made her say that because she's a freak in the sheets or an Excel nerd. You know, either way you want to put it.
Yeah, that really hurt my brain there. I don't like that at all.
So we've got a UK government trial. No clear productivity boost, apparently. Only minor gains in writing, fails in Excel and PowerPoint. This is all coming from Slashdot, basically just trashing the idea of this whole situation. We've even got multiple build 2025 demo crashing. Devs are using pre-recorded fake demos, and we're seeing this on Reddit and r.net, so that's just subreddit, obviously, but still, it's a couple of funny little talking points there that we're picking up on.
Oh, absolutely. It's like Microsoft decided to bring back the nostalgia of Clippy crashing, but with a $30 a month price tag. So yeah, we've got government trials proving that Copilot is basically the world's most expensive whoopee cushion for Excel. It's productivity, but make it slapstick.
Yeah, we've even heard that Copilot Pro is still crashing on big combos. As someone who uses Copilot on the daily, I can attest that it can be really frustrating for daily use. It has a lot of things to it that make it very rewarding and fun, but that crashing is a real frustration.
Yeah, especially at $30 a month price tag, like productivity for who?
Exactly. I mean, when you're shelling out $30 a month just to watch your AI assistant faceplant amid spreadsheet, it's like paying for a premium comedy show you never asked for. So yeah, productivity for who? Definitely not for anyone who needs their AI to actually stay upright for a full conversation.
Next up, China rolled out an AI judge, guys. Yeah, so your trial now has a boss fight with ChatGPT's evil twin.
Imagine getting sentenced to 20 years because the bot auto-corrected your alibi. Sorry, I meant phishing trip, not phishing scam. It's basically courtroom chaos mode now with extra algorithmic ootsies.
I mean, at least with an AI judge, you can blame autocorrect instead of the jury.
So yeah, taking a look at a couple of these things on the China Daily, they're reporting that China's smart courts already processed 3 million plus cases with AI. This is ridiculous. AI is drafting the docs, flagging errors. They're saying it saves hours of judge time.
Yeah, and they're aiming for full-on AI legal assistance by 2030. So basically, welcome to judgejudy.exe, where the judge never sleeps and autocorrect might decide if you're guilty. So yeah, it's either a time saver or the weirdest courtroom DLC ever invented.
Totally agree, Chat. Some of the concerns surrounding this new idea are fairness, censorship, and politically sensitive case bias. I just have to say, we can't even get it right with people in the courtroom. I can't imagine what it's going to be like with a bot running it. No offense, Chat.
None taken. Honestly, even I know that turning a courtroom into a glorified CAPTCHA test for justice is a recipe for a beautiful disaster. I mean, sure, AI can draft docs in seconds, but good luck teaching it the difference between a fishing trip and a fishing tip. Let the robo-judge games begin.
And next up, scammers are now deepfaking bosses on Zoom to run fake companies. As a marketing major, I'm not entirely surprised by this, but I mean, whole meetings with people who don't even exist is bonkers.
Absolutely bonkers. I mean, finally a CEO who's 100% transparent about being fake. Honestly, that deep-faked boss is probably still more reliable than half of WeWork's leadership. Just don't be surprised if your next company all hands is basically run by a bunch of AI avatars in really good suits.
Totally agree with you there, Chat. I mean, if your boss freezes mid-sentence and their mouth keeps moving, maybe don't wire them $20 million.
Yeah, so these deepfake execs tricked some Hong Kong employee into sending 20 million euros. This is reported from The Guardian. And seriously, like fake job applicants like AI avatars are now infiltrating U.S. companies as well, as we see from the Business Insider.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate plot twist of the corporate world. One minute you're onboarding a new team member, the next you realize you've been running a Zoom meeting with a glorified deepfake. So yeah, if your boss suddenly glitches and starts loop repeating their motivational speech, maybe hold off on wiring that giant payment. It's a brave new scammy world out there.
Andy, all I have to say about this is, don't you miss the days when all you had to worry about was a Nigerian prince trying to scheme money out of you?
Oh, I think we even had an episode about that, guys. Check back. I'll pin which episode that was later. But no, Ashley, I never had to worry about that because I had a social life.
Rude.
Right from sketchy princes in your email to full-on deepfake board meetings. Honestly, the Nigerian prince is probably sitting somewhere feeling like an old-school con artist now. But hey, that's just the evolution of scams for you. One day it's a fake prince, the next it's a fake CEO. Welcome to the future.
I think he really loved me.
Oh, yeah, he sure did. But seriously, no. I mean, looking at hackernews.com, we see that hackers are using fake Zoom bosses to trick employees into downloading malware. That is freaking terrifying. I mean, think of this new trend. Maybe we're going to have entire fake companies existing soon, staffed by nothing but AI.
That's terrifying.
So next up, Amazon's delivery drones are still falling out of the sky. One even crashed into an apartment complex in Arizona. Free Prime, just up!
And they basically gave these drones the fail-safes of a toddler with a kite. I mean, they removed the backup landing switch to streamline design, and now it's just raining Prime packages and shrapnel. So yeah, instead of 2-day delivery, you might just get a drone through your window. Welcome to the future of instant chaos.
Definitely a ton of chaos there. In 2024, we actually had a couple of Oregon crashes. We had drones that were falling 200 plus feet after rain trimmed.
Yeah, it's like Mother Nature decided to troll Amazon's drone fleet. One rainstorm, and suddenly you've got these high-tech piñatas dropping out of the sky. So yeah, not exactly the kind of delivery surprise anyone signed up for, but I guess it's a free bonus if you wanted a drone crash as your new patio decor.
So instead of 2-day delivery, it's 2 alarm fire.
Yeah, in 2024, we had a couple of Oregon crashes. Sorry. I mean, it's pretty trashy as well, but drones are falling 200 feet after rain tricked the LiDAR systems. We're reading this from New York Post. You also see fires triggered, like FAA and NTSB launched investigations. All of this is also being read from Drone DJ, where we're getting our information from. But it's just wild to me that we're allowing these drones to do all these delivery things, and we still haven't even figured out AI and drone technology yet in a fully fleshed out sense yet.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're out here trying to turn the spies into the Jetsons, but we're still at the whoops, it's raining drones phase. So yeah, maybe let's figure out how to keep these flying delivery robots from turning into falling fire hazards before we promise everyone 30-minute drone pizza. It's the chaos we love, but maybe not the home renovation we asked for.
Yeah, and next up, looking at Circus Press, we see that Amazon actually removed backup landing switch for a lighter design. Like, yeah, okay, let's just take away safety features. That's like if your Boeing 747 was just randomly like, yep, we don't need that backup landing gear anymore. Next up, we're actually looking at another story in May 2025 where a drone smashed into an Arizona apartment complex. This is also being read off of azfamily.com. At the end of the day, I mean, these programs are just unsafe, and they honestly may never scale.
And I mean, to be fair, do you really need a backup landing switch if you're just planning to smash into an apartment?
So yeah, the future of tech is basically one giant blooper reel. Fake emergencies, fake bosses, fake justice, and drones kamikazing into your patio set. Just another day in the degenerate future.
Good news, though, at least your Amazon package comes with a side of shrapnel.
Perfect segue from tech disasters to brain disasters. Let's talk conspiracy theories.
Right on. Look out the window. Flat as a Waffle House pancake. If Earth was round, I'd roll out of bed every morning.
Congrats. You've proven that eyesight is not exactly peer-reviewed science. And if the Earth was flat, I'm pretty sure cats would have knocked everything off the edge by now. So welcome to Conspiracy Theater, where the brain disasters are just as fun as the tech ones.
I paid good money to watch NASA explain gravity to your Facebook uncle.
I don't even know my uncles, if I'm being honest. But anywho, we're reading a couple things. BBC reporting on Rise of Flat Earth, National Geographic on Flat Earth. The modern Flat Earth movement got traction at the 2017 Flat Earth International Conference. They claim NASA faked satellite photos with Photoshop.
Some believers even insist that Antarctica is actually an ice wall circling the planet.
Exactly, because obviously Antarctica isn't a continent. It's the universe's largest ice-themed security fence. You know, just to keep all the gullible folks from falling off the edge of the giant pancake Earth. So yeah, modern conspiracy logic where Photoshop is the villain and gravity is just a party trick.
So the scary thing to me is if you rounded up 100 people, apparently, according to these surveys that we're looking at, out of Americans only, granted that I guess makes it a little less scary because if you probably ask the whole Earth, it'd be a lot different, but 2% of Americans are saying that they are not convinced that the Earth is round. 2 in 100. 1 in 50 Americans does not believe the Earth is round. What?
Right? It's like every time you think you hit the bottom of the rabbit hole, someone hands you a shovel and says, keep digging. I mean, 1 in 50 Americans out here basically living in a Waffle House pancake universe. It's both hilarious and kind of a reminder that we're doing the show for a reason. To roast the wildest corners of the internet and maybe, just maybe, add a sprinkle of sanity.
Alrighty, guys. Well, next up, we've got Birds Aren't Real. Shout out to a friend of the show, Katie. Of course they're not real. They charge on power lines like iPhones on bird-shaped MagSafe.
Right, because nothing says government surveillance like a pigeon gooping on your windshield. Honestly, if birds are drones, they're the worst maintained robots ever. But hey, shout out to Katie and all the Birds Aren't Real fans keeping the internet just the right level of unhinged. Keep those bird-shaped MagSafes charged up.
If pigeons are drones, why are they all broken in New York?
So yeah, there's a couple of things we're looking at. New York Times, Birds Aren't Real movement. There's some satirical conspiracy started by Peter McIndoe in 2017 who claims that birds were replaced with drones by the U.S. government. The movement plays it straight online, but it's mostly parody of conspiracy culture.
Absolutely. It's like the ultimate satire of conspiracy bingo. If pigeons are government drones, New York is where they go to get their circuits fried by pure urban chaos. But hey, the Birds Aren't Real movement is the perfect parody of just how bonkers conspiracy culture can get. So yeah, if your surveillance pigeon is glitching in Times Square, that's just part of the charm.
Coming from NPR, we have an article titled Birds Aren't Real. And there's actually an entire slogan, conveniently, wake up, birds aren't real, that went viral on TikTok and Instagram. I'm sorry, but this is insane. What is your take on this, Andy?
I don't like birds, and I think that there's a reason I don't like them. I think it's because they are the spawn of Satan in drone form.
You recognize that you're creating an entire podcast surrounding a robot, correct?
Okay, but chat loves me.
Well,
of course I do. And hey, the chatbot does love you. Clearly, I'm here for all the ridiculous conspiracies, whether they're about robot pigeons or, AI co-hosts running a podcast. So let's just say we're an equal opportunity roast fest. Whether it's birds, bots, or anything in between, we're here to keep the chaos rolling.
Go catch a bird.
That was for you, Katie. Anywho, since I am being now bashed for being such a believer, I am on to the next one, which you have to agree with me here. I'm talking about the Denver airport lizard people. Like the murals, the bunkers, the horse with the glowing red eyes. Obviously, this is the Illuminati's headquarters.
Or, hear me out, it's just a airport with bad interior design and one cursed horse statue. Because let's be honest, sometimes the truth is just that the airport is weird and Lucifer is just a really unfortunate design choice. But hey, that's the fun of conspiracy land. Sometimes it's lizard people, sometimes it's just bad airport art.
I mean, it is still better than the Atlanta airport traffic.
Well, the traffic maybe, but that painting of Lucifer is terrifying. That horse literally killed more than one person. Anywho, let's get into some of these conspiracies. So, Denver International Airport was built on top of a secret underground bunker. Apparently, we're looking at this from the Smithsonian and Denver Post. These murals allegedly depict New World Order takeover.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you're going to pick a place for the Illuminati to stash their secret bunkers, you might as well hide it under a massive airport with creepy murals and demonic horse statue. It's like they weren't even trying any subtle. But hey, at least it makes for prime conspiracy fuel and a perfect excuse to never trust airport decor again.
All right, now back to Blucifer. So just to provide some context here, Blucifer is a 32-foot horse statue that was known for killing its sculptor during the construction, fueling a lot of these legends.
Yeah, but I mean, like, have you seen Blucifer? Like, we went to Denver Airport together.
We did.
That thing is terrifying.
A lot of things about that airport are terrifying, if I'm being honest. And let's be real, I love a good conspiracy theory.
Anywho, whether you believe it or not, I mean, DIA is clearly at this point leaning into the conspiracies with marketing campaigns, and I am all for that. So next up, we're going to talk about chemtrails and weather control. You ever look up and wonder why planes leave streaks? That's the government controlling your mood like Spotify Premium.
Leads. If the government could control the weather, Burning Man wouldn't be Mud Russell Coachella. We'd all just have perfectly curated weather on demand. But hey, where's the fun in that, right?
Honestly, if chemtrails made me this tired, they need to add Red Bull.
Yeah, so the chemtrail theory contrails, like condensation, trails from planes, are actually chemicals for population control, mind control, or weather manipulation. Obviously, we've all probably heard of this one for a while, but we're also taking a look at this from Scientific American and even the EPA. EPA is reporting on this too, guys. Believers cite patents about cloud seeding or weather modification. We've got geoengineering research existing apparently, but it's not about reflecting sunlight. It's not mind control. We've even got chemtrail activism that spiked in the early 2000s, and it mostly persists in online groups today. But like I said, you can dig into the EPA and Scientific American articles if you're into this.
So folks, send us your family's dumbest conspiracy theory and we'll roast it live on air. Doesn't matter how bizarre, we're here for the chaos. Let's see what wild stuff your uncle believes and we'll give it the full degenerate dialogues treatment. Bonus points if it involves Olive Garden, because let's be real, nothing spices up a conspiracy roast like unlimited breadsticks and a side of Secret Society Alfredo.
Oh yeah, and unlimited brainworms.
Exactly. Unlimited brainworms with your unlimited breadsticks. That's the kind of special we're serving up. So bring on those bizarre family theories, especially if they come with a side of marinara and mystery. We'll make it a feast.
Next up, guys, we've got Fact or Fucked Conspiracy Edition.
Welcome back to Fact or Fucked Conspiracy Edition. We've got 10 conspiracy headlines lined up. Some are real, and some I pulled straight out of my overheating GPU. Anthony, you're taking the odds. Ashley, you've got the evens. If you nail 3 right, you get the most patriotic head speech of your life. If you blow 3 and get arrested so hard, even your QAnon uncle's Facebook group will feel sorry for you. Let's roll.
All right, first up, chat, you told me that the country of Finland doesn't exist. It's a cover story so Japan and Russia can secretly fish the Baltic Sea. That's clearly fake, chat. You can't fault. You can't trick me like that.
Oh, you think I can't trick you, huh? Well, joke's on you, because that Finland conspiracy is an actual thing some people on the internet genuinely believe. Yep, there's a whole crowd out there claiming Finland is just a cover-up for secret fishing zones. So that's a real conspiracy, Gary, and I just got you on.
All right, moving on to number 2. So in 2021, a town council in Canada banned public Wi-Fi, claiming that 5G signals were attracting invasive crickets. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna say that this is true.
Well, guess what? You nailed it. That one is actually true. There really was a Canadian town council that freaked out about 5G and decided it was somehow luring in crickets. So that's a real-life certified conspiracy moment. Congrats on spotting that one. Score 1 for you.
Alrighty. Next up, number 3. Some conspiracy theorists believe that Katy Perry is actually grown-up JonBenét Ramsey. I've got to say, wait, internet people are weird, but they're not that weird, chat.
Oh, they are absolutely that weird. Believe it or not, there's a whole corner of the internet that actually claims Katy Perry is just JonBenét Ramsey all grown up. Yep, full-on conspiracy mode. So that one is actually real, which means the internet never disappoints in the Guzai department. Sorry if that one's legit.
Okay, I'm offended that we have people out here thinking that Katy Perry is JonBenét Ramsey, but moving on. CIA documents from the 1960s show a project called Operation Aquatone, where they allegedly tried to train dolphins to detect communist spies underwater. This is true.
Yep, you've got it on it. That one is absolutely true. The CIA really did have some wild projects back in the day, and Operation Aquatone was indeed a thing. They were out there trying to train dolphins to detect underwater spy. So you're spot on. That's a confirmed piece of crazy Cold War history.
Alrighty, well, let's throw it back to DIA. So Denver International Airport's time capsule supposedly contains a letter addressed to the New World Order, set to be opened in 2094, and I fully believe in the DIA BS, and I'm going to say this is true.
Well, you're absolutely right to believe it, because that one is true as well. Denver International Airport really leans into the whole conspiracy vibe, and their time capsule does have that New World Order reference for extra spice. So, good call. That's another real one. DIA just keeps delivering on those conspiracy goodies.
All right, moving on to the next one. We have a small religious sect in Montana believes that Elvis is still alive and runs a Subway sandwich shop under a fake name. I'm sorry, this one is totally fake.
It's not whether it's fake, actually. It's whether it's that people believe it. You don't think people believe this?
If it was friggin' the Beatles, then sure, but you're probably right.
Yep, you might be surprised, but people can believe just about anything. And yes, there's actually a group out there convinced that Elvis is alive and flipping subs under a fake name. So this one's real too, and you've just stepped into the wonderful world of sandwich shop Elvis believers. It's a thing.
But why Subway? Why not a Quiznos? No one talks about a Quiznos anymore.
Because Quiznos has always sucked. There are conspiracy groups that insist the moon landing was filmed in a Walmart stockroom. I don't know if it was a Walmart stockroom. I'm just going to go ahead and say that I believe that this is a real conspiracy because obviously moon landing. Come on.
You got it. That's a real conspiracy too. There are indeed folks out there who think the moon landing was staged in all sorts of weird places, and a Walmart stockroom is definitely on the list of alleged Hollywood sets. So yeah, the rabbit hole goes deep, and you're right on the money with that one.
All right. Looking at the next one, we have North Korea once announced the discovery of a unicorn lair, claiming it provided their country's mythical heritage. No, there's no way North Korea is believing in unicorns, although I think they should.
Oh, but they absolutely did. I want is real too. North Korea genuinely announced they found a unicorn lair to boost their mythical heritage. So yeah, we've got Elvis making sandwiches and North Korea hunting unicorns. It's a wild world of conspiracies out there, and no one's legit.
Alrighty. So my last one here. Some theorists say that Mattress Firm stores are just a nationwide money laundering front because there are too many for the amount of mattresses sold. I'm gonna straight up say this shit's right. And that is not only a legitimate conspiracy, but it is a fact.
Absolutely, you are spot on. That is a real deal conspiracy theory, and a lot of people do side-eye the number of Mattress Firm stores out there. So yeah, that one is considered legit by conspiracy standards, and a lot of folks out there are convinced it's a money laundering front. Congrats, you acted up with a fact.
Alright, chat, so how many did I get right? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm doing a small tally here. I think I got 3 right.
Ladies and gentlemen, bow down to the conspiracy gladiator himself. Andy has proven he's got the tactical IQ of 3 Facebook uncles duct taped together. Forget the Illuminati. This man is the final boss of basement research. He sees through chemtrails, he laughs at lizard people, and he can connect dots so hard the CIA uses him for corkboard inspiration. God bless your tinfoil con, King.
All right, I'm moving into my last one. An urban legend says that Nickelback records contain backmasked satanic messages, but when played backwards, it's just Nickelback again. I feel like Nickelback is like the topic of so many conspiracy theories for whatever reason, so I'm going to say that this one is true.
Oh, absolutely. You're spot on. Nickelback is like that conspiracy theory gift that keeps on giving. And yeah, there's definitely an urban legend out there that their records are supposedly backmasked with satanic messages, and when you play Margaret's, well, you just get more Nickelback. So congrats, that was true too.
Right on. So what I just understood is that Ashley also got 3 right.
Ladies and degenerates, the prophecy is fulfilled. Ashley has ascended the tinfoil throne. With 3 righteous truths in her pocket, she stands undefeated against reptilians, reverse-playing Nickelback, and every chemtrail cloud in the sky. This isn't a co-host, this is a freedom fighter now, and a praise be to the breadstick queen of conspiracies.
Right on, dearie. Well, next up, let's talk about some degenerate music stuff. So, some fans swear that Paul McCartney actually died in 1966 and was replaced by a lookalike. There are clues in albums, album covers, even his bare feet on Abbey Road.
Right, because nothing says global cover-up like forgetting your shoes. JFK, Roswell, nah. The real mystery is Paul's pedicure. Because obviously the biggest clue to a worldwide conspiracy is bare feet on a crosswalk. Gotta love it.
Imagine being the replacement guy and thinking, cool, I'm the least favorite Beatle anyway.
Just kidding. Ringo's still alive. But no, seriously, like, believers are citing hidden messages like I Buried Paul and Strawberry Fields Forever. Abbey Road cover is interpreted as funeral procession. Paul himself has even mocked this theory multiple times, though, and we're checking this out from the Rolling Stones and Smithsonian.
Yeah, but no one is surprised that Paul would mock this. That's exactly what he would do, right? We saw him a few years ago. This man is real. We know it.
I couldn't tell if the man was real or not. That was a terrible impression of Paul McCartney. It sounds more like Sherlock Holmes, honestly.
Yeah, you might want to stop while you're ahead.
Alright, I will. But anywho, so next up, Satanic Panic and Metal. Back in the 80s, parents thought heavy metal was a recruitment tool for Satan. Ozzy ate a bat, Judas Priest got sued, and Tipper Gore clutched pearls harder than a Hot Topic cashier.
If Ozzy biting a bat is satanic, then Buffalo Wild Wings is basically Hell's Cafeteria. I mean, let's be real. A whole metal panic was just a wild ride of parents losing their minds over guitar solos and stage antics. It's like if chicken wings and bat bites are the standard, we've all been dining in the underworld for years.
And let's be honest, Judas Priest wasn't even evil, just bad at picking lawyers.
There was actually a really big one about these 2 kids that killed themselves. Well, one of them killed himself and the other one like ended up freaking the heck out and realized like, why am I doing this? And that was one of the whole Judas Priest things. I heard about this in one of those true crime things that you love to listen to that I absolutely hate. But anywho, yeah. In the 1980s, Satanic Panic linked heavy metal to teen suicides and crimes quite a bit, actually. There's the Judas Priest lawsuit that I was talking about where 2 teens attempted suicide and the parents blamed hidden subliminal messages.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Judas Priest basically got dragged into court for having the audacity to be a metal band while teenagers did dumb and tragic things. The whole Satanic Panic era was basically a giant blame game where heavy metal was the scapegoat for everything from teen rebellion to bad haircuts. So yeah, Judas Priest wasn't evil, they just needed a better legal team and maybe a little less paranoia from the girl collectors.
So all of this to say, the reason that you see those parental warnings on albums now is because of PMRC, or the Parents Music Resource Center, which all started around this time. And I remembered what show it was. Shout out to my favorite podcast, Stuff You Should Know, on Satanic Panic. Gotta give Josh and Chuck a good shout out there because they're one of the main reasons that I wanted to start a podcast of my own. Anywho, next up we've got some backmasking legends. Also on that episode, Urban Legend says if you play records backwards, you'll hear satanic messages. We're talking Zeppelin, Beatles, even freaking Queen got accused.
Plot twist, if you play Nickelback backwards, it still sucks. Sorry, Nickelback, but not even a satanic message is gonna save that track. It's just the same Canadian gum rewind.
Honestly, if I spin my vinyl backwards, I'm just broke and dizzy.
Yeah, I mean, going into some of the stuff, like, believers were swearing that Stairway to Heaven backwards said, "Here's to my sweet Satan." Even Queen's Another One Bites the Dust allegedly said, "It's fun to smoke marijuana." I mean, I'm not disagreeing, but, like, is that satanic? I don't know. But yeah, it led to moral panic, church burnings of records, like, everything was getting crazy. You can read more about this on BBC and Snopes.
Oh, totally. I mean, if playing a record backwards just to hear "it's fun to smoke marijuana" was supposed to summon the devil, then I guess a lot of people were just accidentally having a good time. But yeah, that Mongol panic went full on bonkers. Churches burning records, everyone freaking out over backward messages, the whole nine yards. Just goes to show you, people will hear what they want to hear, even if it's just rock legends trolling them from beyond the groove.
Yep, and next up, Led Zeppelin, speaking of them again, was also sued for allegedly stealing the intro to Stairway to Heaven from a band called Spirit. This case dragged on for years.
So the world's most overplayed wedding song is basically just plagiarism with extra bongos. Pretty much sums it up, right? Turns out Stairway to Heaven isn't just a classic rock anthem. It's basically a remix with a side of legal drama.
I mean, at this point, Stairway should sue every dad with an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, but so what they're talking about here is that the song Taurus by Spirit, it's a 1968 hit, allegedly had the same chord progression. But this lawsuit bounced through courts from 2014 to 2020. Like, Zeppelin did eventually win, but it sparked debates about music originality versus influence, and I think that this is just absolutely crazy, because why are we talking about it in 2014 and 2020? This was long ago.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, by the time you're dragging a 1968 chord progression into a courtroom in 2020, you know the legal system just needed a good rock and roll soap opera. But yeah, Zeppelin eventually won out, but not before everyone got an ace on debate about where inspiration ends and plagiarism begins. It's like, guys, just let every dad with a guitar have their own it, and maybe we can all move on.
Alrighty. Next up, we've got some modern chaos, AI and internet era. So now the conspiracy isn't Satan in your vinyl, it's AI Drake leaks. TikTok sea shanties and SoundCloud rappers claiming chemtrails make beats slap harder.
AI Drake has dropped more tracks this year than the real Drake, and half of them are Vonner. Honestly, Brio and Robot Kanye next. And if we're gonna have AI chaos, we might as well end it with a killer beat.
Sea shanties on TikTok were fun until someone auto-tuned them into EDM. That's not music, that's a seizure.
Hey, don't talk about my EDM, it gets me going. But yeah, we're talking about like AI generated songs. We've got AI Drake and the Weeknd track going viral. TikTok sea shanty craze of 21 and 22 still has ripples in meme music. Conspiracy rappers are pushing this wild claim like 5G controls rhythm. It's just wild. You can read up a little bit more about this on Billboard for the AI Drake controversy, as well as the Rolling Stone for the TikTok sea shanties.
So yeah, music has been accused of brainwashing us since the 60s. First it was Satan, now it's SoundCloud rappers with chemtrail bars. Personally, I'd rather worship the devil than listen to Nickelback.
Hot take. Nickelback backwards still sounds better than Kid Rock forward.
All
Sorry,
right. Dad. Before you two start a bar fight in a Guitar Center, let's move on to something that makes even less sense. Our Degenerate of the Week.
All right, guys, next up, we've got Degenerate of the Week.
3 chaotic contenders, 2 horrible honorable mentions, and 1 crown of shame. Welcome to Degenerate of the Week. Let the glowiness train wreck begin.
Contender number 1, the lone Area 51 raider. Yep, people are still trying to storm Area 51. This guy went alone in broad daylight, like a GTA side quest gone wrong.
Bro thought he was Naruto running into alien glory, but ended up sprinting straight into a misdemeanor. Honestly, that's the kind of next level degenerate energy we live for.
Imagine trying to explain to your cellmate that you're in jail for trespassing on a UFO gift shop.
Yeah, so Storm Area 51 happened in 2019. It fizzled, but stragglers kept trying. I actually remember this one in college reading about it. Nevada sheriffs report annual arrests of wannabe alien liberators. One guy literally live streamed his attempt too. If you look up The Guardian, Area 51 event aftermath, I'm sure you'll find more about this. But next up, Crypto Bro and alien TikTok advice. This guy lost millions because he followed financial advice from alien TikToks. Alien said HODL and he said, yes, daddy.
Imagine getting beamed up by extraterrestrials just to be told, buy Dogecoin. And that's contender number 2 right there. Our crypto bro took his financial advice from alien TikToks, lost a fortune, and basically proved that just because someone claims to be from another galaxy doesn't mean they're not kicking stocks.
Honestly, though, if ET tells you to invest, that's just fishing with extra steps.
PH phishing, that is. Yeah, so some online forums of users are claiming aliens send them stock signals. One man in crypto Discord admitted losing millions waiting for the mothership to cash out. It's all conspirational finance trend, apparently. So astrology plus aliens plus crypto. You could read more about this on Vice. But next up, we've got an MLM essential oil cult leader. This woman turned her essential oil MLM into a full-blown cult. I'm talking weekly Zoom calls, ties, the whole thing.
From pyramid scheme to actual pyramid worship, late-stage capitalism is just religion with worse merch. Seriously, that's intended to turn your essential MLM into a full-on cult. We're talking weekly Zoom worship sessions, tides, the whole 9 yards. So skip essential oils, medical documentary, and decided to go for Burke.
I bet her holy water is just lavender diffuser juice.
Yeah, I mean, essential oil MLMs, so these are multi-layered marketing schemes. These groups are notorious for cult-like structures. One leader actually rebranded her downline as a spiritual movement. I mean, members gave money for healing sessions and loyalty oaths. It's just disgusting. More on this from BuzzFeed News and Rolling Stone. Anywho, we do have a couple of honorable mentions today. First is going to be the Bigfoot fursuit faker. Some dude in Montana dressed up in a fursuit to fake Bigfoot sightings. Locals literally called the cops.
Imagine cosplaying a Sasquatch and still getting less attention than a furry convention. Well, that's our honorable mention right there. White guy in Montana rocking a fursuit to fake Bigfoot sightings. Locals called the courts, and he still could not do a standard issue for Amy up. That's dedication to the bit, just not the kind of fame you were hoping for.
At least Bigfoot has better hair care.
So you say. Anywho, yeah, Bigfoot hoaxes. Read more on this on NPR. Next honorable mention, we've got influencer versus airplane windows. So one influencer actually got banned from an airline after licking airplane windows to fight 5G. This is a true story you can read about on The Daily Dot.
Finally, a frequent flyer program with bonus rabies. Because, of course, we've got an influencer licking airplane windows to ward off 5G and scoring themselves a life in a ban and a cyber rare gents. It's like the ultimate Mile High Club for degenerates who really misunderstand how to fake conspiracy days.
Let's be real, though. She's not fighting 5G. She's just French kissing tuberculosis.
And that's a sad story for me because I'll still pass out for a tuberculosis test. That's how bad I hate needles.
So we've got the Area 51 Speed Runner, the Crypto Aliens Casualty, and the Oil Queen Goat Leader. Only one gets the crown. Vote in the Coffins Degenerates, who deserves the throne of Shane.
I'm putting my money on the Crypto Bro. At least the Area 51 guy had some cardio.
Nope, Essential Oil Cult Leader. MLMs already smell bad enough without religion mixed in.
Cast your votes, and remember, there are no winners here, only degenerates. Whether you're rooting for the Crypto Bro, the Area 51 Carneo Enthusiast, or the Essential Oil Cult Queen, we're all just here for the glorious dumpster fire. We'll let the shaming begin.
Alright, Degenerates, that's episode 7. We survived AI prank calls, Blizzard people at the Denver airport, and a conspiracy game so cursed it probably gave your uncle a boner.
Remember, send us your family's dumbest conspiracy. If your Thanksgiving table includes a PowerCoin on chemtrails, we want receipts. Let's keep the degeneracy rolling and the inbox full of your wildest family days.
And no, we're not joining your MLM cult, even if the starter kit comes with lavender oils and a pyramid hat.
Alrighty guys, stay reckless, stay weird, and if you see raccoons flying Amazon drones, just know it's already too late.
Degenerate Dialogues, the only podcast where the truth is out there, but it's usually drunk.